right, we're going to see if we can get through this. I'm working at home and it seems to be a bit of a problem with doing a lot of this stuff on this machine. So remember, someone gives you a viewport or a blue thing, at least discover what it is. You don't have to get rid of it, but think about it, because especially as we go into now, we're going to be doing something called Sheetset Manager, and you'll hopefully maybe not embrace it here, but you'll see as I show you a couple other similar things in either Inventor by video or Revit by video or Layout 3 SketchUp by video. This is basically how things are, how you separate out the plotting from the doing. Again, trying to keep things in your head that you're designing one-to-one for everything, whether it's architectural, decimal, metric, or millimeter metric, or even schematic. So you go about doing it this way. First off, remember, we try not to lose its menu bar is the command. It's one of those settings. There's the dog. We're going to go ahead and pause it. Sorry about the dog barking there. All right. We're now in just any old drawing. We brought the menu bar back here. Remember, we got formatting stuff and the like, so that was probably not good. That's the problem I'm having at home here. So if this explodes, I'm going to give it one more time. You're going to basically go outside your drawing to do the plot, is the best I can explain this. You're usually doing more than one plot, but you can do it for one. It's just as good. So the process is the same. You're going to begin with a new sheet set, or you're going to open an existing sheet set, but you're going to begin a new sheet set, and you're going to typically go with existing drawings. And hit next. The mouse is not taking. Give it a name, and the problem with this, of course, it's saving it down here in the C drive, so you'll really tire yourself at home to the machine, but we're not going to mess with that now. We want you most just to see how it happens, how it goes. So I'm clicking next, and what you're going to do, it's going to browse to the place where you want your stuff to be, where your stuff is, and typically you're just going to see now how important it is for you to do things in organized in folders and the like. So I'm going to go to Mark Patak, and I go down to the directory that I'm interested in, and I hit OK. It's going to go through and look and give me the ability to push out, partial pressure, looking in folders and files, but it's finding any drawing, and it's showing me my layouts. And we're not really going to do this for layouts, and we're going to kind of regret having all those layouts around. But that is one, if you are managing by layouts, get everything set up that way. This shows you that you can use what you've done. So for instance, there in Besset, there, if I plus out that one, or Autodesk, all right, as I go back and forth, it'll show me whether there's any more information down below here. I can't think of anything. Enter C, there's one there, so top car.drawing. If I hit next here, if I keep jumping here, you'll see that I've included everything, and it's going to click next. It's going to make a whole bunch of sheets all the way down that directory. Now, I'm going to point out that this is not what we're doing this for, though you can see basically all the sheet sets that were made. We're going to finish that out and never actually use those, probably, though sometimes we might. And we're going to now go down to Model Views, and you're going to right-click, add a new location, and then select where you want her to go. In this case, we are back to the same spot. You're going to go to the directory. You're not going to see the drawings. You're just looking for the directory in which your drawings reside. You can hit Open here. And now in that model view, you will go down and you will see all the drawings that are in that directory, and even if you want to click down below even deeper. Now each of those you can then look to see whether you have views defined. So I'm going to do these ones for turbine, and this is how it then works. You click on the view, you can just do right click and place on sheet, or just, I like the concept more of just dragging it. We'll fold the first one with place on sheet, and right away you get to right click and you get to choose the scale you wanted that to come in at. So right click, And it will bring, if you notice that one came in tiny, but it did in fact come in. Nothing in it, unfortunately. So we'll try another one, shared line drawing. Let's see, plot example drawing, November example drawing, many views, no views in the many views, right click. So what you're seeing is, if even me, I don't always have my drawings set up with views. So I'm going to try the plot view here. Sometimes it'll explode. Now I'm going to left and just drag over. When I get here, I'm going to right click. And I'm going to pick what scale I want to put it in. Right click again. Maybe I want to go 1 to 20. Right click again. Maybe I want to go 1 to 40. And you can see that it places that in the drawing at the scale that you want. You notice that we are in paper, we are not in the model, and so later on, I guess we can go back to here, right click, look at properties, and it would let us change something about that scale. So I could go ahead and change that. I guess if I made it 0.1, let's see what it does. I would suggest it would be more reasonable to just rebring that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Remember, delete, DEL, or erase. DEL. What you're actually doing is you're bringing in a number of things. You're actually doing referencing. You're doing a great number of things. So I'm going to go ahead and try that one more time. Remember, I'm left clicking and dragging, and when I get over here, I'm right clicking. And it'll bring in it as it comes in. So that's just a little bit of a habit. Not so tough to do, and you'll see later on when you're using the right type of text, you can bring drawings in. These were examples of blocks. You can see the different points and the like. You can move things around then. This is not quite set the way you're used to it. Left click, spacebar, move it around as you need it to be, and it brings in that viewport from the other drawing. You'll see this in combination with views is then the key to how a lot of other things work. So I'm going to take a stab right now at layout, which I never actually use, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can. So that's the sheet view thing. It's pretty straightforward. Now you can go about your DWG props. And we'll be doing it on large sheets and make those changes, and you're good to go. All right, let's finish this one out and see if we can take a look quick, see if it looks similar. And I'll point you to the Inventor series I've got out, but I'll also now go into Layout 3, which is SketchUp's similar add-on program to SketchUp, and I'm probably not going to find it. There's Layout. So let's just see if we can do it with Layout here, how that works. We'll see if it opens. And what I want to point out that in Revit for sure, in Inventor for sure, in Layout for sure, bringing in views or scenes to plot is the way it is done. Therefore, now towards here the end of class, you can see why the promotion of views. Sorry, my license is expired, so that's no good. So we'll just have to stop here, see if I do have all my licenses are expired. I'm looking for Layout. I have pro versions of all this stuff, but such as it is. We'll show that in class. So there you go. That's the concept of Sheet View Manager. So that's why we're going to spend time on Tuesday going through and redoing all of our views. I guess the habit, you can do it automatically, and that's what I'll show you. But the habit of making views should start and continue from this class, along with no matter what program you're in. That is key to what you are doing. It's the same discussion in Esri. Views or scenes or cameras generally mean the same things. Thanks for listening.